Today we are going to discuss the last topic of the chapter FM modulation, and in the last of this chapter at the end we are going to discuss FM broadcasting, which consists of FM transmitter, FM receiver and channel. Let us understand what is FM broadcasting. In FM broadcasting, at first the frequency of the carrier signal is varied in response to the amplitude of the signal to be transmitted, that is known as frequency modulation. And frequency modulation is achieved by designing an oscillator whose frequency is controlled by the modulating signal using voltage controlled oscillator, and this is the technique which is known as wide band FM generation. That is the practical application, practical implementation while FM broadcasting. FM broadcasting is over 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz. So this is the broadcasting range for frequency modulated waves, and FM channels are separated by 0.2 megahertz. Let us watch what is FM transmitter. FM transmitter is the whole unit which takes the audio signal as an input and delivers the FM wave to the antenna as an output to be transmitted. So this is the block diagram, and in this block diagram, this is the actual input signal, audio signal to the FM transmitter, and after completing the modulation process, it has to be made such that it can travel through the channel or waves at the end of the antenna. So this is the complete block diagram of FM transmitter, and in this FM transmitter, first block is preamplifier. The audio signal from the mic, from the output of the microphone, it's sent to the preamplifier. Preamplifier, as we know, amplifier means which amplifies the amplitude of the signal. So actually it is for boosting the level of the modulating signal. So this preamplifier, it boosts the level of the modulating signal. Then high pass filter. Actually this high pass filter is a pre-emphasis network. Pre-emphasis network means whenever the audio signal is coming out from the microphone and passing through the preamplifier, and since there are many more other electronic circuits are available, so there may be a possibility of entering any DC signal as a noise. So what this high pass filter will perform, pre-emphasis means before modulation, the modulating signal has to be emphasized. It has to be strong such that the noise cannot disturb or distort it. So it filter out the noise and improve the signal to noise ratio. This is the main thing is the function of pre-emphasis network, or we can say high pass filter. Okay, and from high pass filter, the modulating signal, the strong modulating signal is the input to FM modulator, and we know that in frequency modulator there are two input, message signal and other is the carrier signal. So this is the radio frequency oscillator which is locally originating the carrier signal, and in the FM modulator the message signal and this carrier signal work together. It means that since there is a FM modulation, so the carrier signal frequency will be modulated according to the change of the message signal amplitude, and the FM modulated signal is the output of FM modulator which fed to the frequency multiplier. Now, what is frequency multiplier? That we have to watch. The frequency, it may be a single stage or there may be many more stages of frequency multiplier are used to increase the operating frequency. What is its use? It is used for increasing operating frequency. Frequency multiplier means the output of the frequency multiplier will have the frequency which is n times of the input frequency. It may be frequency doubler, it may be frequency tripler, means the input frequency which fed to the frequency multiplier may be doubled or 3 times or 4 times, like that. Okay. So, even then the power of the signal is not enough to transmit. That's why an RF power amplifier is used at the end to increase the power of the modulating signal. So, at the end, in the block diagram, at the end, what is the function of RF amplifier? The function of RF power amplifier is to increase the power of the modulated signal so that it can be transmitted via electromagnetic waves, via waves, or it can be thrown to the air. Okay. This FM modulated output is finally passed to the antenna to be transmitted. So, this is the complete structure of FM transmitter. Audio signal goes to preamplifier. Preamplification means that amplifying the amplitude of the message signal, and then it crosses through the high pass filter which works as a pre-emphasis network. Pre-emphasis network means making sound, the boosting up the audio signal which is coming from the microphone, and this message signal is mixed with the carrier signal in FM modulation. Modulator output is passed through the frequency multiplier because that frequency output of the frequency modulator is not sufficient to travel through the through the channel or through electromagnetic waves in the air or space. So, frequency multiplier multiplies the frequency of the modulated wave. It can be doubled, tripled, or many times it can be done with the help of frequency multiplier, and this frequency multiplier performs the multiplication of frequency of the modulated wave, while the power amplifier boosts the power of the modulated signal. So, in both the term, frequency wise and power wise, they are boosting the signal and then they are fed to the antenna, and antenna performs the broadcasting in the air. Okay. So, this is the frequency FM transmitter. And in the FM transmitter, the signal is first modulated, and modulated signal is then multiplied frequency terms and then sent to the air via air to the space via antenna. Okay. So, here a little for frequency multiplier, that frequency multiplier is a non-linear device which produces an output signal whose frequency is n times of the input signal frequency. Okay. So, this is the complete detail of frequency multiplier. It is for narrowband FM also, for wideband FM also, frequency can be doubled, tripled, and it can be multiplied by n times. Now, the next topic is frequency FM receiver. Let us understand what is receiver. What are the requirements of the receiver? So, from the antenna, the modulated waves, they start traveling in the air, on the space, or via the channel also. So, when we say broadcasting, means antenna is required, and the antenna present at the beginning of the receiver station. At the end of the transmitter there is a need of antenna, and at the first stage of receiver there is a need of antenna. So antenna present at the beginning of the receiver section receives the modulated wave. There are many similarities in AM receiver and FM receivers. In AM receiver receives AM wave and demodulates it by using envelope detector. Similarly, FM receiver receives frequency modulated wave and demodulates it by using frequency discrimination method or zero crossing detector method or phase locked loop method, PLL. Okay. Now, what are the basic requirements for both type of receiver? The first is it should be cost effective. As we know that the receiver is actually with the common man. What are the receiver? The radio set, the mobile phones, it may be a computer, it may be a laptop, the television set, all they are the receiver sets. Okay. So, a common man can use this receiver. That's why it should be cost effective. Okay. Now, second one is it should receive the corresponding modulated waves. The receiver should be able to tune and amplify the desired station. There are million people across the world and their desires may be different. They want to hear the different FM channels. So the receiver, a general receiver, should be such that it can be tuned and amplify the desired station. And it should have an ability to reject the unwanted stations, because if there will be noise, then the receiver set will be of no use. So rejection process is a very necessary part for the receiver. And demodulation has to be done to all station signals. For a particular station signal, there will be a particular receiver set. It is not like that. There may be many more receivers catching many more station signals. So, irrespective of the carrier signal frequency, the demodulation should be done at all stations. So, these are the requirements of the receiver. Now, at the receiver, there is one basic thing that is known as RF mixing, radio frequency mixing. And what it means that this is a very important unit of the receiver set, and this unit performs the development of an intermediate frequency to which any received signal is converted. Any received signal, any frequency modulated signal can be received, and then an intermediate frequency can be generated. Okay. So here is the example which can be shown to you, that now this is a signal 1 which is having some frequency F1, and this is the signal 2 which is having another frequency F2. Okay. So if both the signals are mixed, then in the type domain diagram, this will be shown like this one. It is looking like this one, that you are watching that there is one frequency for which I can say from this point to this point, this is a time period. At the same time, you are watching that there are the signals like that. This is the one complete wave. This is another frequency. This is the another frequency. So this is the mixed signal. This is the frequency domain diagram, and by solving the equations in mathematics, the frequency domain diagram can also be generated, and this is the frequency domain diagram in which the actual frequency signal A is having the frequency F1, signal B having the frequency F2, and what we are watching that the resultant frequency output are F1 minus F2 and F1 plus F2. If F2 is greater than F1, then the frequencies will be F1 plus F2 and